talk about the other end of the spectrum, shall we? France. You done player ratings for France as well?
I sure did.
Let's take a look. Who's getting the brunt? Who's getting the lowest mark? Oh, the midfield. Oh, and Dembélé. Goodness me.
Well, he almost got an incomplete because he did not make it to halftime, and neither did Giroud. Now, for Giroud, it's different in terms of what he did or was unable to do because France hadn't been all that good, and he depends from players around him putting service into the box. That wasn't happening. He was taken off. Of course, he gets a low mark. Dembélé, of course, he gets a low mark as well. Surprising to me that I had to give a low mark to a player who, up until this point, had been critical to their success, Antoine Griezmann. He gets a 3 because he disappeared. Quite frankly, he disappeared. When you were expecting him to be the outlet from France, he was not. Rabiot and Tchouaméni could not get a hold of the ball for 75 minutes, and so therefore they get 3s as well. The back line, it varies 4, 5, and 6s, some better than others. I thought that Varane gave everything that he could possibly give for France to the point to where his last challenge basically took him out of the game in tears because he could not physically go on any longer. And Mbappe, usually a hat trick in a final will secure a 10.
In a World Cup final now.
Absolutely. He gets an 8 for this very reason. Part as to why Argentina was able to dominate through the midfield in the manner in which they did was his unwillingness to help his team defensively, which created a mismatch and an unbalance that Argentina simply took advantage of. So for 75 minutes, I'm not just evaluating the last 30 minutes of the game. No. I have to go to the first 75 minutes. And what would his grade have been up until that point? Very, very low. After that, he scores a hat-trick, and so therefore, he jumps up to an 8.
Who disappointed you in his France team?
Most of them.
Right.
I mean, it's not, I don't think you can pick one out.
Were they set up to fail then by Deschamps?
I don't think so. I honestly believe that this bug that they had to come into play here.
But where was the bug once they got those 2 goals? Well, it's like the bug had disappeared.
Well, Dan, you can be lying half asleep and I'll give you an injection of whatever, and then all of a sudden you're...
Well, I don't think anyone said... I don't see anyone having an injection.
You're the Energizer bunny. I mean, to be at your best, you have to be physically and mentally there.
Right.
And clearly, physically, they weren't there. And when you get that surge of energy from the goal that they got,
right,
that's what carried them through.
The natural adrenaline.
Correct.
Yes.
That's what carried them through. There was one thing that I thought Deschamps could have done, though. I thought that instead of, with what, 5 minutes to go or something, bringing on, was it Daci he brought on? Why wouldn't you bring on Mandanda?
Right.
When it's going to penalties? Because you look at Martinez in the Argentina goal, he's a monster, he's big, his big eyes are staring at you, he's kicking the ball away, he wants you to throw it at your nose, he's doing everything. And then you look at Lloris and he looks like a drowned rat standing in the goal.
He's never made a save in a penalty shootout.
Not only has he never made a save, I heard
he looks like a what?
A drowned rat.
So that's not good.
No, it's not good.
Okay.
He actually came out, I read that he came out and said that he wasn't very good at saving penalties.
Right.
So why are you leaving him in the goal for a penalty shootout?
Yeah.
Get anybody in.
Right.
As opposed to somebody who's not very good at saving penalties. That's the one thing. Other than that, I thought that was a bit harsh on Deschamps.
Right.
Because he did make some changes that in the end almost won the cup for them.